Hello everyone, my name is Rosie. Thanks so much for dropping by. This video is going to be on my 2024 planner and journal lineup. I'm so excited. I have just finished filming a setup of my passport and standard TN, and so I am feeling all the good vibes for 2024 of what I'll be using. I don't know where to start right now. I think I should start with my dailies first. So yeah, let's do the dailies. And the dailies, I mostly use it as like memory keeping and like planning. I don't know how to arrange this. I think I should do what I use for planning first. Okay, let's do planners first. So for planning, I'm just going to pull these two. So in here is my Hobonichi Weeks in this apricot cover. I got the olive. I did an unboxing earlier this month. And I was hoping, the reason why I got the leather was I was hoping to be able to just keep this just like this without a clear cover or anything because it's made out of leather. But I didn't get a chance to, I didn't really like it with this thing because it, even with the adhesive that the Hobonichi Weeks comes with, it doesn't really sit well. Like it's awkward, like it pulls weird. And so I was hoping to just keep it like this, but I don't know. I think it looks great with the apricot. It also looks lovely with the Malden. Like, have you guys seen the Malden zip that Filofax came out with? It looks beautiful as well. I'm thinking of getting the zip for Christmas. Like it's already on my wish list. So if anyone wants to get me that, I'm like in my family, like they know that that is a present option. It's kind of pricey. It's like over 200 Canadian. I mean, like a lot of people spend more on VDS and such, but I am thinking of getting it. It looks so good together. Hopefully someone gets it for me for Christmas. But anyways, I have this Hobonichi Weeks that I use for planning mostly. The reason why I say planning mostly is because it is a strong contender this last year with the Moleskine Daily or Moleskine Weekly Pocket. So I'm just going to put this back. How I've been using it is just a planner. Like honestly, it's has my to-dos, my weekly events and meetings, and I've been loving it. So which is why I got it for 2024. So that's that. And I'll pull out my weekly Moleskine. So again, I've been using, I feel like when it comes to like more productive, like true planning rather than like journaling, because I feel like my Hobonichi Weeks, I also sticker it up and everything like that. My Moleskine is not meant for stickers. Like there is a sticker here and there, but I do most of my real planning in the Moleskine. So you can see here that there's like no stickers. I do highlight the days I have off. My red is my work meetings and my to-dos are on the right, and then like the kids things, home things, my appointments in black as well. And you can see here I really used it for mostly that, just planning versus the Hobonichi Weeks. So I decided to get a Moleskine for 2024 as well. The weekly I have in here is I put it in Eternal Leather Goods cover with the daily and weekly in here, but I don't think I'm going to do that because I don't like the bulk. It's convenient like going places, but using it's just too annoying because right now it lays flat. It like pretty much lays flat. And same with Hobonichi Weeks. Like I don't know, I'm still kind of torn between using it with the cover because I've been really digging this. Like so much lighter than having like this like together. You know what I mean? Like it's pretty bulky. So I might not use the Eternal Leather Goods cover, but I do love like the concept of it. So I got the expanded pocket, and it houses both the daily and the weekly, but we'll go over the dailies later. For now, the weekly, I did get it. I love it because I loved using it for 2023, so I got that. So that is in my lineup as well. And since we're in planning mode, I'll show you the, should I just keep it like all weeklies first? Or all planners and then journals? I feel like it makes more sense to do all planners and then all journals. So yeah, these two definitely for, these two, like the weeklies, Pocket, Moleskine, and Hobonichi Weeks, I'm definitely keeping that. When it comes to dailies though, over the last couple days, actually, I've been really loving the Hibino, how I've had this laid out. So I have my schedule, which is the same as my Moleskine. So I have the schedule. I'll show you. But then I also have a place for like morning pages and evening reflections and a gratitude and a to-do box, all in the Hibino. And I don't know why I never really experimented with layouts. I just kept it more like as morning pages. And then just yesterday I was like, oh, you know, I should just try out this layout. And I must say, after using it yesterday and today, I love it. So it kind of throws a wrench in things because my Moleskine Pocket Daily serves as like this section of my Hibino, like this schedule and to-dos in my Hibino, in my Moleskine. Like, okay, oh my gosh, let's rephrase that. So this section, my schedule and my to-do sections in my Hibino is in my Moleskine pretty much. You can see here how like messy it is. I have my to-dos, my day pretty much portioned out. And that's why I had bought it for 2024. But now that this is working really well for dailies, and it's not that much of a difference, especially because I don't use a cover for this. Midori's pretty awesome with covers. And Hobonichi Weeks too, honestly. You can even keep it in a clear cover, but even that, like, these Japanese planners, like, technically you don't truly need a cover. So anyways, I don't use a cover for my Hibino, but I do use a cover for my Moleskine. I don't know why. It has an elastic strap too. Like, you don't need a cover for that either, but I do. But because I took off the rings out of Filofax, that's why I use the Pocket Moleskine in here. Anyways, what I was getting at is it's pretty much the same size. So whatever I choose, whatever I decide to go with for 2024, it'll be like pretty much the same decision, except that I can do morning pages together with my daily schedule in the Hibino. So I got the daily Moleskine though in 2024 in the pocket size soft cover so that it's easy to put it in my covers. So yeah, that is what I use for planning my personal. I also have been experimenting with having a dedicated work planner, and that's what my Moleskine personal is for. And so right now, this is the setup. I don't really share it on Instagram because it's pretty boring. It has the way the monthlies are that I bought for my Moleskine or my Malden is this horizontal. Let me just show you what it looks like blank, because I'm the one that drew these lines, because to designate, like, on the right side is my husband's schedule, on the left is like work and my kids. How it is, it's pretty much like one line, and it's just the monthlies with tabs. Like, that's the insert bundle, and I loved it because it's so easy. I'll just move over to October. So this is my dailies. So I use a day on one page just for work, just to-dos, just to like separate. There's a lot of like repetition in this, but my work to-dos are strictly in this. Like, I don't put work to-dos in my Moleskine daily. And I love having a dedicated work planner, and yeah, I just liked it. I just zone in what needs to get done for that day for work. And I love this. The issue is that for 2024, yes, I'll be in personal rings, but I got these eco inserts that I love. I love how the months are tabbed, very minimal. I love it's like, I think it's 8 grams or something paper, so you can use fountain pen on this. I asked Filofax directly, like, hey, can I use fountain pens in this? I typically use ballpoint, but I got some questions and I'm slightly dabbling in the fountain pen world. So I love how minimal and green this is, and it looks so beautiful with the Malton. So I'll be moving these inserts. I was going to use the Ranger series for 2024, but I'm going to be using rings, and it looks beautiful with like the Malton. So rings for daily planning as well. Oh, what was I going to say? The issue is that I got weeklies. So I really love how functional this is because the month is like full view. You know what I mean? Like April, like you can see the whole month in one, and I love how it's like organized like this. So I'm not sure if I will be 100% committed to using these inserts, but I can always go back. It's so easy. I just jump on Amazon, purchase it, comes to my door in a few days, and it's like ready to go. So if I don't like these inserts, I'm still going to be in personal rings for work. So personal rings for daily as well. How many planners is that now? I'll do a recap by the end of the video. So that's it for dailies and like true planning. Except for I do have this pocket rings. I also got the Eco in in pocket ring size. Because I took the rings out of the Malden, I was thinking of using this. So this will be like the setup. I will be using this pocket rings at least in the beginning of 2024, but I'm still not sure. I just was excited with the green inserts, so I just purchased both sizes. So that is like an exception, like maybe for 2024 for like true planning. So now that I went over the planning part of my lineup, I'll do a recap. So Hobonichi Weeks and Moleskine Weekly for my weekly planning. For my daily, it would be the Moleskine Pocket and maybe the Hibino as planning as well. And along with work, personal rings, and an option is pocket rings. That's a lot. So that's for like planning. So for journaling, I have a lot here too. So, oh my gosh. This is good for me too. So making this video, even though it's like chaotic, it helps me solidify what I'll be using so I don't get confused too. I will be using the Hibino as morning pages and evening reflections. Holy moly, look at the difference there. And I didn't even really commit to use it all of 2023. I don't think I'll be putting ephemera or photos, anything bulky in my 2023. I think I will mostly do this type of decorating where it's just like minimal, but I don't think I'll do this again. Like this was too bulky, and the majority of the bulk was only for the first 3 months of the year. And that was like it's already really hard to write in it because it's so chunky. So I don't think I'll be putting a lot of stickers in that. So I'm definitely be using this for like morning pages and evening reflections. I also have the A6 Han, which is like an impulse buy because even though I am loving my A6 this year, it was really bulky. By the time I was putting photos in there, I was like, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to be using my traveler's notebook for memory keeping. But then when I saw it in person, so majority of my planners I can buy in person, unlike many others who purchase planners online. I have a stationery store, which is awesome, that sells Japanese planners and Filofaxes. So it's really easy for me to be tempted by just looking at them and purchasing them. When I saw this in person, I fell in love. It is so gorgeous. the ribbon color, even the pencil board with the navy. It just is beautiful. So I had to get it, and I'm hoping to use it just like how I used it this year. So not like in the beginning of the year where I had like photos and everything, but towards the end of the year, specifically in October, I used it as just like a recap of my day, and I loved doing that. I do a timely of like, at first I was putting work stuff, but I'm planning to do a timely of the highlights of the day with just like an overview. So unlike the Hibino where I'm doing like pretty much free writing, journaling, this is more like recap of the day. This is like memory keeping. So that's how I'm going to be using this A6. And I don't think I'll be taping things in here as much as the A6 like for 2023. I think I'm just going to only dedicate like the beginning of the year. So you know how like in the A6, in the beginning of the year, you have like this page. It's not like flat yet. There we go. I think I'm just going to put a recap of photos on this page. Instead of putting it like on the daily pages, because it gets bulky. Like just writing like towards the end, it was just annoying. Like here where like it's less full, like it was great to write on, but it was getting really annoying writing. So I think I'm just going to use this as my, I know I'm going to use this as my day recap. So that's that. And then that's it for like the daily journaling. I'm just going to have these two. Because last year I had so many, and it was just like I had the Midori day on one page undated with like half of the time like and half of the page like kind of like the lower left of the page, and I didn't like it. So those two are for memory keeping daily. I also have this random journal here that I put in. I'll just show you. I made a reel on it, and it's just a place for me to put like all my negative thoughts. I know a lot of people think that's funny, that like, why would you want to journal about your negative thoughts? But when I have things that tick me off, I need a place to put them. So I put here a notebook for the purpose of listing lost causes, recording wrongdoings, gathering grievances, documenting disappointments, detailing discomforts, cataloging concerns, and the like. So I just wanted a notebook where I could just put all of the negative stuff in here rather than including it in my daily recap. Like I don't want to put in like if I had a difficult day, like if I've passed away, or if my kids are reading it, be like, oh, you know, Lauren really ticked me off this day, which is my youngest. She was so naughty. She was like hurting me or whatever, right? Like I want these books to have like happy thoughts. Even my morning pages, I don't want that in there. Like I don't want to read it. Like I don't want to cringe when I read my memory like books, right? So this book is for that. This is undated. This is just a typical line paper. I haven't even started using it yet. I'm going to use it for 2024. I don't have one right now for 2023 because, I don't know, this year has been it's been a hard year, but not as bad as like 2020 and 2021. So that's that for daily planning. And then this is going to be used just like how I use it this year. With the exception that in my standard, I have my vertical weekly spread, and I just wanted to have a memory keeper where I can have a lot of stickers and just something like really aesthetically pleasing. So I'm not that much of a collaging type of journaler. Like I'm not very good at that. I'm not good at piecing things together, but I like to say I'm pretty decent like getting Sterling ink subscription stickers kit and laying them down and just writing around them. Like I'm pretty decent at that, and I really like how that looks, and I think that's an amazing outlet for me. So I will be using this for that, just using like transparent floral stickers, like I don't know, like Coffee Monster Co stickers, and just journaling it, writing horizontally, even though this is a vertical spread. I saw Mandalay Plans do it and it's gorgeous. So that's pretty much my inspiration. And I also have this monthly as well, which will pretty much be kind of like having like the highlights of the day, but I kind of want it in a calendar view so I can look back and be like, oh, like this month has been awesome. I'll show you what I mean. I have this one here from this year, and I have that. Let's just go here. So October, like just things that I really enjoyed that day get to go in this monthly view. So that's how I'm going to use this standard. Again, just for memory keeping, no planning. And I have this other insert, which is like ongoing. I started in February 2023, and it's just like memories, like highlights. I still have to, I'm really behind. I still need to like fill out some days, memories, but I'm going to keep this insert in there as well. I have a flip through of this in a previous video, so I'll make sure to link it down below, or you can like creep my channel and you can take a look at that. So that is my standard memory keeping. And then I also have the passport, and I love this as well. Like I'll show you how I use it now. I took off the Starbucks. Like if you saw my setup for this Starbucks camel, I took off the Starbucks like leather tag and the string, so that's why it's not on it. So how I'm using it is I have a date book, which I wasn't even gonna buy, but I saw it again in my local paper shop and I just had to have it because I have no self-control. I have a notes page and the weekly in here. And again, it's just for memory keeping. I love looking at these. Like I love looking at books filled up. Even though there's a lot of repetition, I just like how it all looks and how it's all contained in one page. I have the highlights of the day if there's room. Red is work, blue is Jamie's schedule. I just like how it all looks. So I'm going to do the same thing for this. I filmed a setup of my olive with the inserts that I wanted. So I moved some back into this camel one to finish the year off. But again, I have it all set up here for 2024. And then I'll be putting these two notebooks in here as well. And I'm thinking about getting the olive pen loop. I'm just going to move this pen loop in here for 2024. But yeah, that I think covers all of my journals. I also have like this one, which is like, this is another journal because I guess I'm covering all my 2024 journals. I have this journal for like hotel, like vacations, but I have 2 major vacations coming up in April, like this year. We're going to the Philippines for my brother's wedding, and then we're also doing a huge like on my, okay, so for my brother's wedding, obviously that's going to be on my mom's side, but on my husband's side, on Jamie's side, we're doing like Disney World for 10 days and a 7-day cruise as well. I think we're going on the Wonder of the Sea. I've never been on a cruise ship before. So it's going to be an epic 2024 vacation wise. And I bought the limited edition airplane one. I think it comes in navy. So that will house all of my 2024 travels. And this one houses my 2023 travels. So I need to get on like finish like writing in here because I'm like so behind. Like I still need to fill out things like back in March. So yeah, I will have like a adventures travel notebook for 2024. And I also have this one here, which is my coffee journal of just like cool places that I went to, cafes. Like, I don't know, there's so many independent cafes here in Victoria and like in BC. So this is just like I'm I love Starbucks blonde roast coffee. It is the best coffee, I think, hands down anywhere. I'm not a dark roast type of person, so for me to like journal about different coffees, like I think it's just fun because nothing compares to Starbucks blonde roast. Like I just drink drip coffee in the mornings with like oat milk. It's my favorite coffee and it has like the most caffeine in it. So yeah, I have a traveler's notebook dedicated to coffee. But I think that's it for 2024. I also do have this Starbucks Reserve passport where I just journal in it, like if I feel like it. So this is from November 2024, but I have been filling this up until like the last thing I did was, yeah, in July. So I just have a notebook of just like things, like if I'm feeling like journaling in my passport. That's the thing I love about Undated for journaling. Like I could just pick up things whenever I want. So yeah. So a recap of all of like my dated planners. I guess this one doesn't count as dated. I should have just said like all my dated planners and journals rather than like listing them all. So I have, for my weekly and monthly journaling, I have my Passport TN and my Standard TN, both housing my monthly and weekly inserts, and I have a notes pages in my Passport. For my daily journaling, I have my Hibino and my A6. My A6 will be the recap of the day, and the Hibino will be like my morning pages. If I stick to that, if I stick with my Moleskine daily, because I could potentially combine these two. But for now, my morning pages, my Hibino, and my recap of the day, and my A6 Han, which is like the A6 original. And then I have for dailies for planning would be my Moleskine Pocket Daily, Day on a Page, soft cover. And then for my weeklies for planning, maybe I should do, yeah, for my weeklies planning. No, wait. And then I have my, my dailies, not my dailies, my pocket rings. So my only 2 rings, pocket and personal, for work dailies and to-dos and appointments and stuff like that, or meetings and stuff like that. So this is like functional planning for dailies. And then now to the planning stuff will be my Moleskine Weekly, which is like my ride or die. I didn't show this. This is my Spirit Labor wallet insert, which is passport size. But I thought it would look cute because this doesn't look too good together, I don't think. And I don't like this color together with that. So I think even though you're not supposed to pair blue and black together, I still think this looks cute. So yeah, anyways, totally off tangent. For weeklies for 2024, I have my Moleskine, which I love. And my Hobonichi Weeks for 2024 for weekly for like functional planning / deco. This is like functional planning / deco. This is like my Moleskine Weekly is just like functional planning, and then my Passport Weekly is like journaling, memory keeping. But yeah, that's a lot. Okay, let's count how many, okay? And I will count the planners and journals, like if this is combined, I'll count these separately. So I have 1 Hobonichi Weeks, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So not that bad. It wasn't as bad as like last year. I think I had like in the double digits. Like it was unreal. So this year is pretty manageable. I can always ditch a couple or combine a couple, but I like how I just know, like unlike in the previous years, back in 2020, 2021, I didn't know the difference between planning and journaling. So I was doing like repeat of everything, and it just stressed me out. But now I know that for planning, I have these two, right? I have like true planning if I want to get stuff done, or just combine these ones here, personal. Like I know I could use these as like to get my stuff done. But as a creative outlet, I know if I get bored and want a planner hop, I have these. So I know I have a lot, but I've come a long way. I'm really proud of myself that I was able to narrow down what I need compared to what I want. So need is plan, want is journal. But yeah, I hope that helps you guys try to figure out like your 2024 planner lineup. I know it seems early if you're not used to like these videos or like, oh my gosh, this is like if you just randomly found my account. I know it sounds silly, but during Hobonichi season, which is the end of August, early September, and leading up to December, it gets pretty chaotic in the planner community because there's so many options. September, Hobonichi comes out with their stuff. October, that's when the Traveler's Notebook stuff come out. And in between that, you have the Moleskines coming out. And then you're also bombarded with like Filofax and like other things that you really want to try out. So if you're a big paper person, journaling planner person, like things get chaotic. So hopefully this helped, or I'm really sorry if this confused you even more, but I feel like it's really important to understand like for yourself what you need for planning and what you need for journaling. So hopefully that helped. I hope you enjoyed that video. It's gonna hurt my feelings if you thumbs down it because it's so chaotic, but if you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and think about subscribing as well. Anyways, until next time, you guys, I'll chat with you guys later. If you have any comments, questions, or recommendations, feel free to leave a comment below. But yeah, have a good one. Bye.